I am in the car waiting on my wife, so I just wanted to get on here and film alive so I didn't have to film and then try to upload it after, because that takes forever. And y'all got to forgive me, I got a little bit of tan on me because me and my wife was in the Cayman Islands. It wasn't too hot over there, but I was sitting outside with her, and she liked to sit outside up under the little thing. And so every now and then I was out there like a raisin in the sun. But want to just pop on here real quick and shoot this so I ain't have to upload it, and really just talk to you real quick, and hopefully you can hear me on this and get this in your spirit, because I was thinking the other day, this hit my heart really hard, I was thinking about how as humans we are so imperfect, and how we do so much wrong, and how men and women, to where we imperfect with the way that we carry ourselves, the things that we do, the things we do behind closed doors, and none of us are excluded from that. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has their ways. But one of the things that has been really on my heart is to strive for perfection, as Jesus Christ said, and when he said, be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. So going into 2025, I'm taking it up a notch in just who I am as a person, and just how I live my life, and my character and my integrity. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing. You know, me and my wife, while we was away, we was talking, and we was having a lot of heart to hearts. You know, we sitting over there in the Cayman Islands, and it's a real chill island. And we were having heart to hearts and just talking about our relationship and everything that we have been through and overcome, and where we want to go from here, and just our dynamic and all of that. And I was also just thinking about men and women in general, and how we can't be faithful to each other. We can't be faithful to God. We can barely be faithful to ourselves. And just how we self-sabotage. We self-sabotage ourselves. We self-sabotage our goals, our dreams. That's why every year I make the course, This Is My Year. And so I have one up for 2025 on TonyGassacademy.com. And I make that, and I'm making it for myself, but I'm sharing it with the world, just with the hopes that we can turn over a new leaf. We can start the year off the right way, and we could just be more intentional. And the key thing is growing in the dark and continuing to work on yourself, but also pursuing your purpose, your hopes, your goals, your dreams relentlessly, and not slowing down on it. Don't slow down on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. And make sure at the end of the day that you always evaluating your heart, and you looking within, and you asking yourself, where am I operating from? Am I right now, what I'm saying, what I'm doing, how I'm living, where am I operating from? Am I operating from a place of honesty, purity, self-love, hopes, dreams, faith? And make sure that you're not operating from a place of scammery. What I'm focusing on is going into more purposeful living, meaning doing things that matter more. So I started a new nonprofit, and the Tony Gaxon Family Foundation, and we're going to be working with these young men and helping these young men first. Eventually we'll have a young lady side of it, but I've realized, looking at the state of men, that I got to help young men first. And I posted the link to that, and you're gonna see us with these see me with these young men around the country, using sport as a tool, but also outside of that, building business, tapping into purpose, identifying gifts, and just really helping these young men learn how to sustain themselves and how to be role models. And what I want to create is more men who live holy and purely and righteously with integrity. There's nothing wrong with marketing and promoting. There's nothing wrong with doing business. There's nothing wrong with charging for your services. But we have to do these things with integrity. We got to do everything we do for the right reasons, not for clicks, not for money, not for just gain, but it has to be tied into a real meaning and real purpose. And that's one of the things that we lacking. I just seen this young man post a video, and he coming for Myron Golden. And it's like Myron Golden, the scam or something like that. And I ain't trying to add on to it or bring it down, but I do want to make a point of it that's what I've been trying to tell y'all. All that stuff about to come to an end. It's like, I ain't got nothing against Myron Golden, but he said out his mouth on the man video, he charged $240,000 to talk for 1 hour. And it's like, sir, you're not Jesus Christ. And if you charge $240,000 and somebody is stupid enough to pay you $240,000, that $240,000 need to be 10 learning centers. This plaza I'm sitting in waiting on my wife while she getting her eyebrows and stuff done. It need to be 10 learning. It need to be a learning center in every city where kids can go in and get on the computer and learn if you get $240,000 for 1 hour speech. $40,000 an hour. I'm on the phone with people for $250 an hour. I know good and well there is not a single thing about business that anybody could teach about entrepreneurship that I can't teach. And I'm on the phone $250 an hour, and the man say they charge $40,000 an hour for business consulting. Sir, get a life. Come on now, y'all. We got to do better. And then you know, it's black men doing this, white men doing this, and it's just a bunch of scammery. It's a bunch of scammery. It's a bunch of just nonsense, and it's lack of integrity, and it's greed. And we got to get to a place to where we really start to do things for the right reason, and we start to do things with integrity. And I done had people come to me, and all of our businesses, we gonna have mishaps in business. You know, I do my own customer service. I always got hundreds of emails in customer service, but I have to go through and approve every email before it gets sent out. I don't delegate my destiny. So if you get a response from my.com and you don't like it, you don't like me, because I had to approve that response. Even if it came off the wrong way, sounded the wrong way, however long you got to wait, I just don't believe in delegating my destiny, because I'm operating in my purpose. If I was running just a little random company, a t-shirt company, I don't care who handled the customer service, but I'm dealing with lives. I'm dealing with people. So I'm not focused on delegating. I'm not focused on being a big boss. I'm not focusing on having 50 staff. I'm not focusing on all of that. I'm focusing on really having real impact. And that's what I really think that we have to start to focus on and think about more, is being a good human being. I was on the plane and I was reading Martin Luther King book. This is this latest book that a guy wrote. And so the FBI, somebody released a whole bunch of stuff. Coretta Scott King had some tapes, some recorded tapes. Martin Luther King daddy had some tapes that he was doing for an autobiography. And I'm reading the book, and so the man got all these tapes. He got the Coretta Scott tapes, he got Martin Luther King Sr. tapes, and then he got all the new release files, and he wrote a book on Martin Luther King. And in the prologue, it was talking about how Martin Luther King cheated consistently on Coretta, and how everybody around him knew it. And that was just a part of who he was. He was a cheater. And that he was in one relationship with a woman for so long that that lady was called his second wife. And now in our generation, we really didn't know that. Like, we really, that was like news. But now it's well documented. And so this book is people who know him personally, was around him, And I said to myself, I'm like, man, they say he became a rising star at 26 years old. So my wife bought me this book because I say, you know, I want to be one of the Martin Luther King Jr.'s of our day, like one of the black male voices. And she was like, yeah, you could do that, but make sure you don't do everything he did. I say, it's crazy to me to see that I could do that I could slip up and I could be out here living like that and still go down in history. And they was talking about how, you know, he looked up to the men in the Bible who was flawed, you know, and who, like David and Bathsheba type stuff, Samson and Delilah. And I say, you know, that's not my goal. That's not my goal. That's not how I want to live my life. Like, I don't believe we should get comfortable with flaws. I don't believe we should get comfortable with mediocrity. I don't believe we should get comfortable with failure, that we should get comfortable with iniquity. I don't believe we should get comfortable with sin in the name of grace. I don't believe that. But this is the thing is, we as people, we see other people do certain things and then we say, oh, if Martin Luther King was a cheater, then that tells Jamal Bryant he don't have to do right. TD Jakes, he don't have to do right. That tells all these different black pastors, Keon Henderson, Torrey Roberts, they could go through divorces and get remarried because they like, oh, I ain't having orgies like MLK Jr. That's what Gilliam, the black man who ran for whatever he ran for in Florida, he come, I guarantee you, he knew all about MLK lifestyle. So we take in and we see flawed humans who yet still did great things, and we use that as an excuse. And it hinders us and it slows us down. And it's men and women. But going into 2025, we gotta want more, we gotta be more, we gotta do more, and it has to be upright. It got to be for the right thing. Like buddy around here, other buddy who got the young boy hairstyle, he talking about he building a school, done raised probably over $2 million, talking about he building a school. We ain't seen a school yet, but he's still doing interviews. We ain't seen now school. If you building a school, I need to see video footage of that school every day if you done raised $1. And so that's the thing is with my foundation. Yeah, we're gonna be writing grants. Yeah, we're gonna be raising funds, but you're gonna see the work getting done. You're gonna see the boots on the ground. You're gonna hear from these young men. You're gonna see these young men traveling, playing basketball. You're gonna see these young men starting their LLC, starting their nonprofit. You're gonna see them working on their logo. You're gonna see them with their website. You're gonna see them with their product line. You're gonna see them doing, their parents doing credit repair, credit building, business credit. You gonna see the work being done. And that's where we have to go into a space of integrity. You got to shift from a scarcity mindset. We no longer slaves. We're not slaves anymore. Stop having the crabs in the bucket, scarcity mindset. You don't have to overcharge for what you're doing. My course, This Is My Year, on TonyGassAcademy.com is $25. If I was Myron Golden, that course would be $2,500. It'll be $25,000. It's $25. You don't have to overcharge for what you're doing. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to be sneaky. Just like the young lady that I can't remember her name, Ashley Grayson or something like that. I don't know what she was doing. Credit repair. She out there doing credit repair like she BMF. She out there sliding with Lil Dirt and Lil Vaughn. She out there from 63rd, from O Block. She doing credit repair and putting hits on people's life. Like, come on, man. Just fix the credit. All you got to do is fix the credit. Why is you out here moving like Griselda Blanco and you supposed to be fixing credit? You was fixing credit. Why are you moving like Griselda Blanco? We got to have integrity. Just like it's so many scams going on. It's like, just do what you say you're gonna do, and do it to the absolute best of your ability. And then if you fall short, just say that. Say, hey, I fell short. This right here didn't happen. Didn't get to do this right here. Just admit that. But we got to have a level of integrity. And you got to always get to the root of what you're doing. Just like we had the discipleship class. They had the discipleship class, Acts 42 in 2024. You come to the discipleship class, and then you come to the discipleship class, and you pay $250 to meet your idols. So here we supposed to be making disciples, but we charging $250 for a picture. But see, we live in a demonic world. Y'all know what we always say the devil number is, and look how YouTube get on here and play. YouTube they lift that thing on 3/6 for 50 minutes because they done set their algorithm that, well, when it get on the Satan number, to stay there. It's just, it be demonic stuff just in little things like that we don't even think about. And so people's coming in, it's like, yeah, we all want to be entrepreneurs. We all want to work for ourselves. We all want to make money. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but just do it with integrity. And don't sell God. Don't try to sell God. So you shouldn't be selling no Christian, a Bible course. If you're going to do a Bible course, if you're going to do discipleship, if you're going to do kingdom entrepreneurship, all that need to be free. If you're going to title it after God, if you're going to title it after a scripture, if you're going to title it after a bottle, the Bible, it's okay to be a Christian and to be in the marketplace and to do business and to talk about your faith. That's different than trying to package God and monetize God. Everything I do, I'm a Christian, but I'm not packaging and monetizing God. When you go to Tony Gasson's Academy, you don't see Kingdom Christ communications course for sale. What you see is the confidence code, mental fortitude. Yes, I am a Christian selling a course on mental fortitude, on confidence, but I'm not selling Christ. I'm not packaging Passion for the Christ, 1999. I'm not doing that. And so this is what you have to realize. And the reason why is because we should not be playing on people religious emotions and trying to package God and sell God. And Buddy pointed out that Myron Golden course, he had a course selling God and he took it down. And he probably heard me saying what I'm saying. And young Buddy, he had Myron Golden commented on this thing. And see, the stuff getting called out. The stuff getting called out. It's like, you got to do, see, the thing about it is, you have to do things for the right reason and with integrity. And you got to have the right intentions. And you need to express those intentions. Oh, okay, we want to do a discipleship class. So we got tickets, $55 to $250. Okay, so why are you doing a Christian seminar making disciples, but you charging a ticket price? They ain't charge ticket price in the book of Acts. Everybody came out there for free. So if you're going to copy the book of Acts, then do it how they did it in the book of Acts. It was no ticket prices. Go stand out in the park then. If you're going to put a price on it, now you need to make it business. Just make it business. And don't sell God. Don't package and sell God. And see, this the thing. So we have to get to this place of where we really reverence and respect God. And we're not in that place. We're in a place where we playing with God. And I was talking to my wife and I said, you know, it don't matter. I say, if you did something to me, if you went out and you up here, you know, doing what you're not supposed to be doing in marriage, I'm not going to go out and do the same thing. I'm not going to go out and get revenge. I said, if I was to get cheated on, like physically cheated on, I wouldn't go out and cheat for revenge, because then that's my name. Then that's my relationship with God. So I ain't gonna stoop to somebody else's level because of what they did. I'm gonna keep my name clean with the Lord. I'm gonna make sure that I'm in right standing. I got an audio book. I just submitted it. Hopefully they approve it. They ain't approved it first time I cover one right. But it's gonna be on iTunes, and it's called War. And what it's an acronym for is Wisdom After Rebellion. And it's for men, but women gonna be able to benefit from it too. And I'm talking about on there, I'm talking about us confronting pornography. Look like my wife done with her appointment, so I got to go. I'm talking about us confronting that pornography. Us confronting all that right there. That's sin behind closed doors. And the reason why I'm talking about that is because that's where we struggling. Like OnlyFans. OnlyFans shouldn't make a dime. Strip clubs shouldn't make a dime. Prostitutes shouldn't make a dime. None of that shouldn't make a dime. But it's billions of dollars, trillions of dollars being made because of filthy nastiness. But hey, my wife just got done. Came right in and cut her AC off. And so God bless y'all. Listen back to this 3-4 times. Get this in your spirit. And let's start working on our hearts, our integrity, who we are as people, and making sure that everything we doing is on the up and up, even behind closed doors when nobody is looking. Make sure you're doing the right thing, knowing that God is always looking, and what's done in the dark gonna come to the light. Eventually it's gonna catch up to you. And I be trying to send like little warning shots, and people be getting in their feelings and getting mad with me. Oh, Tony jealous. Tony hate. Oh, Tony just want to be on tour. Tony just, Listen, the Lord done gave me everything that I could hope for, that I could dream for, that I could wish for. I ain't got a reason to be jealous of nobody. Got a wife, got kids, I got countless companies, I got time freedom. I could sit here and film a video while I'm waiting on my wife, while she getting her cosmetic. I'm blessed and not stressed. So when I send a warning shot, it's just me looking out for you, telling you your gig is about up. Get your life right. Get your mind right. Stop doing what you've been doing. Stop playing with the Lord. Stop using the Lord's name and not living it before you get toe up from the floor up. But hey, this Tony Gas, and God bless you. We'll talk soon. Baby, they had a good old latte in there. I got more.
Oh, it's cute. I didn't notice.
Yeah, it got a nice little cup. And they say vegan. Yeah, man.